What's going on, guys? Nathan here, one half of the Heel Brothers, and tonight at 8 p.m. on ESPN, we are going to get a broadcast of the North Carolina Tar Heels taking on the NC State Wolfpack in PNC Arena in Raleigh, North Carolina. This is the game and the gift that keeps on giving every single year. Whether we hop on the football field, the basketball court, the hockey rink, the baseball field, the soccer field, doesn't matter. These two fan bases and these two organizations cannot stand each other. There is mutual hate anywhere between Carolina and State. It happens every single day on any social media platform you see, whether it be X or Facebook or Instagram or any of them. There's hate back and forth each and every day. And tonight will be no different as our number 7 North Carolina Tar Heels walk in to a hornet's nest in PNC Arena tonight. North Carolina last year slipped up and gave them a game last year. And I say that for a reason. North Carolina has been known, by the way, as a pretty daggum good basketball team. They seem to always field a pretty good basketball team. They have won national championships, multiple March Madness appearances, many Elite Eights, many Final Fours, many Sweet 16s. They've been in this. They're pretty successful, to say the least. NC State hasn't been there that many times. Has had their success, but hasn't been there that many times. And they're once again trying to get themselves on track. They have also started this season off 11-3, same as the Tar Heels, but there's a little bit of differences of how these two teams got to 11-3. Strength of schedule so far leans in the Tar Heels' favor. They've had a pretty tough schedule, as we've saw, up against Kentucky, Villanova, UConn, Tennessee. Those are just those teams. Clemson just this last game here. They've faced some pretty good talent here. NC State, on the other hand, hasn't really faced the same level of competition. Now, North Carolina and State have faced two similar teams in Charleston Southern and Tennessee. Both State and Carolina beat Southern, but only North Carolina was able to beat Tennessee and dropped 100 on them, by the way. NC State lost their game against Tennessee. Did put up a good, nice little fight there. I will give them credit there. But what do we expect tonight? What do we expect when these two teams walk onto the court? I expect North Carolina to best be ready to be punched in the mouth because NC State's going to come at them with everything they got. The fans are going to be raucous. I think it's sold out. As a matter of fact, I believe if I saw that correctly, it's sold out. And you know that building's going to be loud. So North Carolina is going to have to be ready to play some stellar defense. I can put it to you that way because it seems like in games like this, State or Duke or whoever it is seems to be able to put the ball in the basket a little bit easier. It just seems like things like that hoop goes from this big to this big. So I expect for NC State to come out hot. I expect them to knock down some shots early in the game. Maybe that the big man Burns gets a couple of layups or something in there. We'll see. We'll see how it happens. But I do expect North Carolina midway through the first half to get control of this game, take a lead, and really push this thing down the line and maybe win pretty sizably here. It's a big proven game for North Carolina. I said this in a previous video that the first 3 games of December at Pitt, at Clemson, at NC State would really, really show what this team was made of, especially as we start ACC play and as we get into the month of a long month of January into February. They're 2-0 right now in the month of January. I picked them to go undefeated in the month of January, but they have got a game, a very losable game, might I add, in State tonight. It's going to be fun. It's back and forth. I'm curious to see how this thing really plays out. RJ Davis has been having a time, man. He's been going absolutely nuts. Seth Trimble is a guy that honestly needs to be in the conversation for most improved player. Honestly, this guy's played very well. A guy that last year was pretty scared to even, think about laying up the basketball or doing anything on the offensive side outside of pass the ball. Now this year he's knocking down threes, driving down the lane, trying to just destroy people down the lane with those dunks. Man, it has been vicious. And a guy who is still amazing on the defensive end. Also, Jalen Washington, another guy that last year came in with injuries and didn't get to play all last year. Had to hit the gym, man. He's a little bit smaller. He's beefed up. He's playing better. I like this. North Carolina, in my opinion, is a matchup nightmare for State. Really, they are. They're fast. They're quick. Last year, we didn't get to see the transition offense, defense to offense very well. They weren't very good on the break. Fast break points seemingly just never happened because they never seem to take, the fast break seriously. And they just kind of walk it up the court and get in their sets. This year, they've got speed. They've got that, that drive in them, and I like it. And this is going to be a team, and Cormac Ryan's even kind of talked about it a little bit that, it's going to be different for some of these guys, especially for, in his opinion, he says, playing State with Notre Dame is going to be a lot different than playing State in a Carolina uniform. And he knows that. So I expect some guys like Trimble, Washington, RJ, who's been getting assaulted pretty good over the past couple of games. His 20 point per game streak finally ended at Pitt. He didn't recapture it again at Clemson, but has a chance to do that tonight. Armando Bacot, I think he's going to be a guy that's going to be really excited, really revved up for this game. Mondo, with the glasses last year, it was just too much fun, man. He just loves trolling these guys, and that's what this rivalry is all about. So what do I think? What do I think the end scores are going to be? What do I predict to be? I'm going to go off the cuff here. I'm going to say North Carolina wins 85-72. 13-point win for the Tar Heels. I think they capture, I think NC State comes out hot. I think they're going to give them the best thing they got. And they might even have a nice little lead there in the first, in the first half, maybe a 5-point lead. But I think Carolina comes right back, punches them in the mouth, and carries it all the way through to the rest of the game. North Carolina gets the win tonight, in my opinion, in Raleigh. Gonna be a fun game. Looking forward to it. Hopefully you all will have time to be able to watch this game. I'm going to be watching it the second it comes on. I love this game every year. I do. I really do. I can't stand State, and I enjoy rooting against them no matter what. I'm sorry. I'm just one of those people. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. I will push the rivalry as far as we can go. But anyway, tell me what all you think. What do you think? Is North Carolina get the win tonight? What's your prediction? Looking forward to tonight. It's going to be fun. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. And we'll see you all next time.
You don't want love.